What is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz, bringing you our next matchup in the Ultimate Smash Bros. DLC tournament. So, if you're new and you're wondering what this is, a couple rules, and I'll explain, what the whole thing actually is. So, it is a tournament that me and my community put together of 72 characters that potentially could have the chance to be in Smash Ultimate through the means of the Fighter Pass, so DLC-wise. We have all sorts of weird, strange characters that some might not make sense, some might make way more sense than others. So we got first party, third party, assist trophies, we have anime, we have characters that are disconfirmed, we have spirits, we have all sorts of wacky characters. So this tournament is just for fun. If you don't like a character, just be nice, be friendly in the comments. You don't need to go after anybody. It's for fun. It's for fun. So, otherwise, how does it work? So, down in the comments, you vote for one of the two characters in the matchup for the day. And today's matchup is Mach Rider taking on Stanley the Bugman. So, strange matchup, retro vibe, strong retro vibe for that. So, you vote for one of those characters down in the comments. If you absolutely want both those characters to be in Smash Bros., you can vote for both, that's fine, but you only get one vote, so make it count. Otherwise, double elimination tournament, meaning a character has to lose 2 times before being officially eliminated. You lose once, you drop to the loser bracket, you lose from there, you're done. If there's ever a tie in the voting, I'll flip a coin on camera, best and fairest way to break said tie. And then each matchup, voting-wise, only stays open 1 week. That way we keep getting new matches. And, tournament keeps on rolling. So, with all that out of the way, we get to go over the results from last Monday, which was Lloyd Irving taking on Cosmos from the Xenosaga series. So, safe to assume Bandai overall is going to win this matchup. I would think so. But this was actually a really close matchup. So, Lloyd has been in Smash kind of through the means of the the Mii outfits. There we go. So he's kind of been repped back in Wii U 3DS, but we didn't get any, Xenoblade characters, so maybe Xenosaga might be considered. I don't know where I'm really going for this, so stop wasting time. We're just going to go to the results. So Cosmos ended up winning this. Check this out. Very close. 47 votes to 41. So one of the closer matchups so far that we've had in the tournament. But overall, pretty good. I like it. I like the way it played out. I voted for Lloyd, but I'm not sad because, Lloyd is now officially done because this is the loser bracket. Like I said earlier, 2 losses and you're done. So Lloyd's done. Cosmos gets to move on for at least one more match, so congrats to her. But now we get to go over the matchup for the day, which is a two characters that probably don't have any decent chance to get in Smash Bros. Whatsoever. But let's go over that. That's the matchup anyway. Let's do this. So first up, Mach Rider. Maybe more people actually know Mach Rider from the Grinch League. Sorry to bring that up again, but that's actually where a lot of people started hearing the name for the first time. And if you didn't know who Mach Rider was before that, Mach Rider is an older character. Was around during the NES/Super Nintendo days. So that's kind of where he got his name. It's actually like there's a male and a female version of Mach Rider. Some people say there's only male, some people there's only a female. But like when you play the game, I think after you beat like a certain level, or if you actually beat the whole game, Mach Rider takes their helmet off, and in one of the scenes actually reveals that it's a woman. So some people were actually surprised by that. So it'd be kind of cool. Alternate costumes, 4 male, 4 female, be a nice representation for that. So pretty cool. But overall, Mach Rider has been considered for Smash Bros. In the past. Sakurai thought the name of the character was funny, and he wanted to put the character in back in Melee, if I'm not mistaken. Ultimately, couldn't really get a moveset going, so didn't happen. But, Mach Rider, you'd have to say Mach Rider, not mostly, but there's got to be the bike. It's got to be involved in the moveset, right? Definitely kind of one of the signature things that Mach Rider would bring. Of course, he's got like this futuristic sort of gun. I believe if I'm remembering correctly, Mach Rider's game is somewhat like set in like a distant future, and it's kind of something to do with futuristic stuff. So you could do some sort of futuristic weapon, so you don't have to play with the the realistic guns and bullets and that sort of stuff. So you can work around that, which would be nice. Of course, trying to get the bike into the moveset would be pretty interesting, especially if it was a character that revolved solely around like a bike. I know we have Bowser Jr. and Wario. They got Wario's got his motorcycle. Bowser Jr. Flies around in the clown car quite a bit. Well, not flies, but drives back and forth in the thing. So just to see a character in a vehicle again, that's not really based around, I guess, for a whole moveset. That's pretty unique. You could do some interesting stuff with it, but trying to come up with a lot of the moveset might be a little bit tricky. Again, this matchup is kind of a strange one, so big time retro vibe to it. Either of these characters have a chance? Nah, not really. If Nintendo goes anything first party, more than likely it's going to be, I don't even know who they'd go with. Probably somebody that's coming out in a future game, It's hard to say, but Fire Emblem Three Houses would come to mind. Maybe a new Pokemon rep would come to mind. Something that they might be able to try to promote, themselves, because Smash is a game. I know Sakurai just did an article recently where he was trying to say something like marketing isn't the ideal when you're getting a character, whether it's first party or third party, but the marketing comes along with it. It's Smash Bros. You get a character's name in there. People are going to understand the character. They're going to get to know the character a bit better because Smash reaches a wide variety of people and a big audience. So, yeah, overall, for Mach Rider, though, I don't even with Stanley the Bugman, even less with Stanley the Bugman, none of these characters that I expect to make it in by any means. If either one of these characters were to be in, it would be from in the base roster, not DLC. I don't see Nintendo going that route, making us pay for one of these two characters, especially that really nobody's kind of asking for. So, I mean, that is kind of what it is. But overall, Mach Rider, I think, would make a cool character, but not one that a lot of people would be. I don't think a lot of people would be too stoked on, but I still think it'd make a decent audition. So let's go to Stanley the Bugman. So I guess you would say Stanley's like a Mario character, or to be a Donkey Kong character? Yeah, like right here, you got the trophies back from Melee, but it says Donkey Kong 3, so it's a little interesting. But Stanley the Bugman, the main thing that you would notice is the gas little weapon that Stanley's holding. Well, that's kind of already in Smash Bros. Game & Watch has that as a reference. I believe Game & Watch and Stanley were in if I remember right, they were both in a Wario sort of micro game, and that's kind of where Game & Watch brought that move over from. So if you already got Stanley's main weapon in the game, what else is he going to bring to the table, honestly? Besides being I think, isn't he Mario's cousin too or something like that? Because they kind of got the same sort of look. They got the overalls. They got that vibe going on. So I guess he's kind of another Mario character, not a Mario character people would put at the top of the list or even in the middle of the list, or if he's lucky, he's at the bottom of the list. But I don't know. Stanley would be such a strange, bizarre character to, just like, yeah, let's put Stanley in the game. A lot of people, even old school gamers would kind of be like, really? You chose this guy out of everybody you have to choose from, and you got Stanley? Okay, I guess. So yeah, it'd be a strange character for sure. Moveset, like I said, Game & Watch already kind of uses his main weapon, so unless you do something a bit more with it, like maybe I was trying to think about this a bit earlier. So when he uses his weapon and you see like the little I guess we'll call it the gas cloud that comes out, maybe it can linger and it would have like the same sort of effect like Piranha Plant does for the side special, where the poisonous cloud kind of lingers, and then if the opponent ends up staying inside the gas cloud, they take damage over time. So that was something that kind of came to mind. Potentially using it as a recovery move, kind of like maybe a jetpack that you control, kind of aims it down and just kind of fires away and just kind of like floats or something. I don't know. It's hard to come up with a lot of stuff for Stanley, who doesn't really have too much of it's not really diverse for a moveset. But I mean, yeah, both these characters, none of them really make too much sense for this one, especially DLC. So for me, I'm just gonna wrap it up here. My vote is simple. Mach Rider is the character I'd much rather see. I can see more of a unique sort of moveset and take on the character than I can see for Stanley. Plus, I've kind of wanted Mach Rider. I've never really wanted Stanley the Bugman, so Mach Rider gets my vote. Pretty simple in this one, so only question left is who you guys are going to vote for. Either Mach Rider like me, or you're going to go Stanley the Bugman. So that is going to be it for this one. A little sneak peek for tomorrow. Let's see, we're on 55. So game 56, should be good. Ooh, okay. Tomorrow, Sans, Undertale, taking on Ashley, WarioWare. Should be an interesting one. Should be an interesting one tomorrow. I like that. Where's game 57? Hold up. All right, so yeah, it looks like all week we're going to be back in the loser bracket. So more results. Oh, yeah, speaking of that, did I show you results? Who's the results for? Results are going to be for Paper Mario and Louie. So let's see if Pikmin maybe gets a rep, or if more people like and wouldn't mind a third Mario. But that's tomorrow, so that's tomorrow. Today's today. Today is ending. I hope you guys enjoyed. Is my battery dying? No. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed. I look forward to the voting as always. I hope you guys had a nice little weekend vacation, or, it's a holiday, so a lot of people might have school off. Maybe some people have off from work. I have off from work today, so I'm staying at home today, probably playing a game or something. Who knows? But that is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.